You guys, we're back. Another wonderful stream ahead of us. We're back in Ozamar, where we just left the slums, and we're now just sort of exploring around. Yeah, that's all there is to there, I guess. We leveled up our main character last night, which we finally get up to 36 strength. And we're not gonna do anything else with that. We acquired. Talked to a lot of people out here, except for her, apparently. Gavin?
Greetings,
Marvin?
and welcome to Garrison's luxury goods shop. Wow, there are a lot of you, and I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying?
Little Billy stick. Look at my shop. Have a look at my shop, I hope.
Right. Yeah, I have some lovely things here.
One sec. One sec. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I realized the chat wasn't up. Yes, sound alerts. I need to deal with you this weekend. Sorry. Okay, we're back. Okay, let's see. Talent or skill, render useless afterwards. Ooh, that's a nice dagger. Think about that. Life giver. Ooh, plus 10 constitution. That would be worth looking into. Of course, I'm not going to use any of those crystals. I hope. Leave that also. Get rid of this stuff here. I'm not too worried about it. Keeping these guys on hand. Excuse me. Get rid of that stuff. Keep the beard flask, because we're going to need that for our last follower, which we'll see pretty soon here. Okay. Back to this guy first.
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter.
Common nugs? I don't like those. They look dirty.
No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down.
Those things dangerous?
Gotta boil them before roasting, but otherwise no, safe as sand. Some people swear they make good pets. May as well leash a turnip, I say.
If I see any nugs, I'll send them your way.
Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around.
Cool. Okay, let us... Diamond Quarters. We won't go there just yet. We'll talk to... Continuously putting it off, apparently. To Tekna.
You look like you're not from around here.
Can I help you?
I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
Oh. Of course I've heard of the Circle.
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study.
Oh, do you want me to... You want to leave Ozamar?
I want to go to the Circle to study. I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing.
I can bring the Circle your request.
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Tevinter Imperium's Verticum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child?
She's so enthusiastic and adorable. I'm glad we're helping her.
Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
Yikes. Okay. Hey, let's... Oops. I leveled up again. Oh, never mind. Dummy.
Does that lead out to the deep roads?
Doug?
I hear they're crawling with darkspawn. What's this? An elf? I'm sorry, but I cannot allow you past the front lines without Adesha's permission. And I've heard nothing of any new patrols scheduled to leave today.
What I'm doing here is, will you let me pass?
Into the deep roads? Not without a full unit of soldiers to back you, my friend. Or Adesha's permission to risk yourself. Orzammar can't afford to lose its citizens or honored guests on casual visits to the deeps.
Are Darkspawn the only danger in those tunnels?
Of course not. Down here, you're bound to run into giant spiders, deep stalkers, and other vermin.
Deep stalkers?
Ugly beasts they are. Walk on two legs, but they have the head of a worm and hunt in packs. Watch out. They're not afraid to take on a group their own size.
Hey, are there no dwarves past this point?
A few outposts. Legion of the Dead mostly, fools that they are. Some scavenger types too.
Legion of the Dead?
It's an independent company of soldiers. They accept no command but their own. Anyone who can bear arms can join, no matter his crimes or sanity. They hold a funeral when they join and swear their only goal is a glorious death.
Okay, I guess I should go.
For your sake, I hope you've no reason to come here again.
Oh, I bet you $20 we'll be back.
As you say.
Would you do that, buddy?
Go on, I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to sell.
I've got a nug for you. Here.
Saraka, I'm back in the game, such as it is. I don't have much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you whatever I found.
Okay, so I was just invited to dance next week by my fiance. Her class wants to see me dance, apparently. Oh boy. Those poor souls are about to see something that'll scar them for life. I am about as...
arrives in Orzammar, undoubtedly to offer assistance to Lord Harrowmont.
I'm about as eloquent as a elephant. So for them. But you know, I guess I will do everything in my power to embarrass my fiance. I think that is a fair trade. Ooh, that's a noble guard. Oh. What does that do? Interesting. I don't remember seeing that.
It is begun.
Guess we'll deal with these thieves. Yeah, get some. Get some. Get some. Come on. Nice. Very nice.
No quarter shall be given.
Come on. Take him out. Very nice. Good job, guys.
By the ancestors.
Good on you, Warden. Caught them in the act. I guess desperate time drive people to strange things. Thanks again, Warden.
You're welcome, buddy. Glad to be of service.
I shall do it.
Oh. Now, speaking of thieving, love song, interesting. I think I've been pretty damn good about getting everything that we could get. Any king, Russian storage and clean trophies, long rain, the box is small glass. Okay. Neighbor. Okay. Touch. Oh. Wrong person.
I am armed.
Let's take this guy out. Take him out. What are you doing there? Oh my. Don't go down, buddy. Jail? No! Oh god, she's got her heels. That is very unfortunate. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
I am ready.
Ooh. Chill. Help me. Chill. Stand up, boy. Oh boy. No, this is falling apart. This is supposed to be fun.
I shall do so.
Chill.
I'll kill it.
Boom. Oh boy. Potion. Oh boy. Hello? Was that a taunt? Nope, doesn't appear to be. Let's get potion into you. You can heal everyone.
Where now?
Okay, you two. No pressure. Oof. Good deal. What do we get? Nothing. That's good.
It is begun.
Oh, I'll never say no to gold, but that's unfortunate. Damage. That sucks. Another 2 injury kits. We'll have to 3? 3 injury kits. Is the throne of Osimar.
It shall be done.
Nice. Nice stone. Guys must be stoners. Haha.
No one enters the prince's
As you
estate
say.
without an invitation.
Situations like that make me wish you could enter. Just gonna slip by here. Ooh, the door's unlocked. I'm just gonna wander on in. Oh, Chamber of the Assembly. We have to go there eventually, I think, I hope. Okay, great.
Very well.
I think we have to be here anyways, yeah.
Thief! Who would dare take from the memories?
Oh,
Warden, I'm outraged. A thief in the Shapered. What have we been reduced to?
did you get a good look at him?
I did. He was bald, with the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine. He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. They couldn't know the value.
You've in the House of Learning. Okay. No. Is this
It is begun.
this lady we talked to earlier?
Pardon me.
No, nope,
If you're
never mind.
looking for a particular volume, not that I could really help. I don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research.
What kind of research?
I was looking for something about the Orton Tig. It was lost during the last Blight, and there aren't many records left. They were a noble house once, descended from the Paragon Orton, who composed the grand epic of the Seven Brothers and the Ortonic Symphony. My mother's family believes they were descended from Kalana Orton, who was training in Orzammar when the Tig fell. I'm even named for the house, Orta. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
I'm a Grey Warden. I'm not afraid to go into the deep roads.
A Grey Warden? Mother always said that if anyone could find the Tig, it was the Wardens. I hear Prince Balin and Lord Harrimont have both been sending out small teams these days. Yes, if you can find the Tig in any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble. If you could. Maybe now that you're looking. It's almost too much to hope.
Oh, come on now. We got you, girl. Before I talk to him, I want to wander around a little bit. There's so many books. Oh, yeah. All this reading we're about to do, guys. Oh. 50 experience for you. 50 more for you. Good. 50 more experience for you guys. Anyone? Oh. I'm gonna level up off this. That's too bad. Hey, we do have a chest though. It's actually pretty good. I'm happy with that. The true prophet. Interesting gift. Book. Wall.
It shall be done.
And one more book, it looks like. Okay, Shaper. Keep me.
When I last walked this hall, Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the Shaper of Memories.
How do you know who I am?
The Grey Warden's visit has been recorded in the memories, along with all who accompany you.
I would like your permission to open a chantry here.
That is an odd request, especially for one so new to our city.
One of Ozammar's own has returned to spread the chant.
I thought so. This is not the first time he's made this plea. My answer to Brother Burkle hasn't changed. So I ask you the same. On what basis would you have me insult the ancestors and overturn 2,000 years of tradition?
What harm would it do to let him do a little preach?
He seems a charitable man, but that is a thin thread on which to tie Ozammar's traditions. Very well, he may hold a prayer meeting as he requested, if not build a new temple to his god. At least the words would come from one of our own. Now, is there anything more?
Tell me of some of Ozammar's history.
We were a great empire once, outnumbering even humans and elves. We traded with your Tevinter Imperium, and our land stretched as far in the deep roads as theirs did above. Kal Shirok was capital then, but we lost too many battles. We lost our golems, and we lost our territory. Now the Empire is simply ruined tunnels filled with darkspawn.
What are the deep roads?
They were once our highways beneath the mountains. Now the darkspawn claim them and few venture there, except your order, who enter the deep roads when they retire, so they can die slaughtering as many darkspawn as possible.
Oh. Oh, did you lose your golems?
The Paragon Caridin, a smith of unsurpassed genius, invented the golems. For years they were our weapon against the darkspawn. One golem is worth a dozen dwarves in battle, but Caridin's Tig is far into the deep roads. When it fell, we lost his secret to creating golems. There are books about it along these walls if you would read more.
Golems like this?
Yes. We have only a few dozen left in Orzammar, and I do not recognize this one. Where did you find it? Every golem is precious to us. We'd pay a good sum for a new find.
I'd sooner jump into a pit of lava.
Unfortunate. Was there anything else? I must tell the rest of the Shaperate about this discovery.
What is Kal Shirok?
At the other
Charcoal?
side of the old empire. During the last blight, the kings of Orzammar knew they couldn't hold everything. They sealed the deep roads, abandoning everyone still trapped in far-flung settlements. It was the only way to survive. Kal Shirok is the only other city to outlast the blight. We only rediscovered them recently, and they still haven't forgiven us.
How did you lose your golems?
The Paragon Caridin, a smith of unsurpassed genius, invented the golems. For years they were our weapon against the darkspawn. One golem is worth a dozen dwarves in battle, When it fell, we lost his secret to creating golems.
What's a thag?
They are to us what a colony is to surfacers.
Where's this place?
Other side of the old empire. During the last blight, the kings of Orzammar knew they see Kal Shirak is the only other city to outlast the blight. We only discovered the
I should go.
Your presence here has been recorded in the memories. I wish I knew what significance it has.
Oh, you'll remember us for a long time now, sir. Okay. Where'd you go next? We can go to the chambers. Bar tag.
It is always a blessing for Orzammar to host your order. I am Vartag Gavorn, top advisor to our good Prince Balin. What news do you bring?
I need aid against a blight.
Yes, the treaty. I've seen it in the Shaper's libraries. Now the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now.
Is there some way I can help?
My prince is the rightful king, but a disappointing number of lords back the upstart Harriman for the throne. If you show your support for Prince Balin, he might be able to assist with your requests.
What do I need to do?
Harriman promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Harriman can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast. I have copies of the promissory notes Harriman gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes.
Where do you get the... where do you get these notes?
That's not important. If they ask, say you found them while searching the Shaper's libraries for your treaty.
Is there someone you could report him to?
Normally, the Shapers would handle this sort of accusation. They are the scholars who manage our laws, histories, and genealogies. They are the final arbiters of all disputes in Orzammar. Unfortunately, the Shaper of Memories is the most important among them, and his grandfather was Lord Harriman's aunt's first cousin. Obviously, we cannot expect him to offer an unbiased opinion.
You hold a distant relative over his duty.
I guess I can't expect you surfacers to understand the importance of family in Orzammar. The Shaper is biased, and if you want Prince Balin's help, you'll have to show where your loyalties lie. Will you do it?
I'll have to think about this.
Don't expect this offer to last. If my prince hears you swore allegiance to his enemy, he won't be so friendly next time. I will be here if you change your mind.
Add to douche.
The assembly is in session. Enter quietly.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the service trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Deshers, lords and ladies of the assembly. I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace.
Enough. The assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions.
Oh, who are you?
Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. I'm sorry. This is the assembly of the clans. Only Deshers and occasional guests of state are allowed in.
You don't recognize a Grey Warden?
Forgive me. I am so exhausted. I completely forgot about the message from the gate guard. Welcome to Orzammar, Warden. I hope you can forgive our unrest. The loss of our king has hit us hard. Respect for your role is great, but you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne.
Blight is coming.
Humbling, but it will still seem distant compared to the empty throne. The assembly is blind to all else.
This kitty not... does the city not care the world is about to end?
This is their world, and it ended when Endron died.
Is there any way I can break this stalemate?
I must admit,
Stalemate?
I am at a loss myself. It lies with Prince Balin or Lord Harrowmont, and they are slow to trust anyone in these uncertain times. Dulin Verender, Harrowmont's man, can be found at the Harrowmont estate. Vartag Gavorn, Prince Balin's second, is often here in the assembly. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
Well, you could give us an idea of who would vote for it.
The assembly is still locked in debate. What can I do for you?
Who's on the assembly?
Only members of the noblest houses are eligible. Those who claim a Desha, General, or Paragon among their ancestors. As steward, I am a non-voting member. I'm not permitted to voice opinions about the vote, although I am forming some about our members.
Let me know when they stop bickering.
Not until something forces their hands, I'm afraid. Only Balin or Harrowmont can settle this.
That's too bad. Well, I'm not really sure. They haven't really told me much about anyone, so...
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Dulin Verender, second to Lord Harrowmont, King Endron's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help.
I would treaty obliging Orzammar to aid against the blight.
That may be, and that is a terrible risk for the surface. But even if the world would end tomorrow, Lord Harrowmont cannot ignore Balin today. He cannot afford to trust anyone of unproven loyalties.
What do you want me to do? Denounce Balin publicly?
If you wish to show you have no loyalty to Balin, then work against him in Harrowmont's name. Balin is hosting a proving today, supposedly to honor his father's memory. The Deshers take it very seriously, and unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Harrowmont's best fighters into stepping down.
Do you like me to enter the proving in Harrowmont's name?
It would certainly make your loyalties loud and clear. Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Harrowmont would have no fear of meeting with you then.
I don't want to start picking
I'm
sides.
afraid your only choice is to wait until there's a winner. Lord Harrowmont cannot risk his life working with someone of unproven loyalties. If you change your mind, let me know. The proving is this afternoon, and Lord Harrowmont could certainly use you on his side.
I don't know anything about the two lords. Like, what do I know? I know that they bicker. I know that they're very petty. That's it. I don't know. Like, who'd you guys vote for? You know, like,
Considering a dissolution of the ancient clans. Nothing I say is provably false.
oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do it. And so, right? Oh, I just need to talk to like someone. Someone needs to give me some information. Can you give me information?
I've come at a difficult time. Orzammar is waiting.
Okay. Let's see. Orzammar. Hope. Into the deeps. Lord's first task. Princess. Oh my god, I don't know. feel like going with Haramont is the better choice.
Lord Haramont cannot trust you unproven, but he welcomes a good faith gesture.
Ortag wants me to show people that Haramont is a cheat.
You spoke to him even after our discussion is not reassuring. So have you decided to earn my lord's trust, or will you throw your lot in with the snakes?
I'll enter the proving and see why the others withdrew.
The arena is located off the commons. Talk to the proving master and tell him you're entering Lord Haramont's roster. The key fighters we lost were Guidon and Baisel. You can look for them in the fighters' preparation chambers behind the ring. And be sure it's before the fights begin. After the first bout, no one may change the roster. If you need to find me again, I will wait in the Tapster's Tavern off the commons. There is no better place to hear gossip. Perhaps even word of your victory.
I better be victorious, or else you screwed me over, buddy. Let's get in there. No comments, guys. Come on, you've been so quiet. Entertain me!
2 years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
Branka didn't go alone, Ogren. She took the whole house, everybody but you. So just get over to Tapster's and drown yourself already. You know as well as I do that's how this always ends.
You think I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teat? Ha! I'll...
You lift a weapon or attack a single citizen in Orzammar, and you're stripped of your caste and exiled. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call a guardsman.
Oof.
Can you believe it? Ogren's barely even warrior caste anymore, and he just clomps in here like he's entitled.
Who are you?
I'm Loylanar Ivo, warrior, which is more than I can say for that useless sod.
Who is he?
Ogren's a drunken wretch. He comes up here 2-3 times a week, hounding people to lead some suicidal rescue mission after Branka. Gets quite violent about it. I'd be scared if they hadn't practically gelded him after he killed young Lord Mino.
What happened?
All Mino's son said was how unlikely it was that a bunch of Smiths would return safely from the deep roads. Which is true. Ancestors preserve us. That's what the warrior caste is for. But Ogren claimed it was an insult to a paragon. Next thing, they're in a duel to first blood to defend Branka's honor. Then Ogren starts screaming and runs him through.
Wasn't the duel to first blood?
It was a huge scandal. Ogren should have been executed, but he'd won honors in the deep roads. Instead, they stripped him of all weapons and forbid him from engaging in fights within city limits. If he breaks the decree, he'll be exiled.
That's fair. Why does Ogren care so much about Branka?
She's still his wife, isn't she? Even if she took their entire house into the deep roads and abandoned him.
She was married to that drunk?
Well, before she was a paragon, she was just a smith. And Ogren was one of the best warriors of his generation.
Why did she go into the deep roads?
Chasing some old treasure. She was quite secretive. Outright rude, really. She said she never asked to found a house, that she didn't care about politics, and that we were too self-absorbed to defeat the Darkspawn. She actually threatened anyone who said they'd come after her.
How did she become a paragon?
She invented a smokeless fuel that let the Smith caste increase their output by nearly 1/3. Deaths from the Black Lung also dropped. The Assembly said she had the favor of the ancestors and declared her a paragon. They moved Branka, Ogren, and all their relatives to the noble caste and founded a new house in her name.
What were you and Ogren arguing about?
It's been 2 years since Branka left. No one has ever stayed in the deep roads that long and survived. The search teams who went out found nothing, but Ogren wants to keep risking lives searching.
Actually, before you start complaining about me too.
If you see any guardsmen, tell them Ogren was at it again.
Yeah.
Greetings.
Not helpful.
Good day.
Not helpful. Thank you for being useless, both of you. Okay.
So, I've been hearing rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling behind on his payments.
I can't imagine what you mean. I pay my expenses.
What about the expenses your good friend Jarvia incurs when providing your protection? It's not easy ensuring nothing bad happens, that no one decides to just burn everything in your store.
My store! Please, I don't have much. Business isn't good. People are scared. Tell Jarvia I'll get her money.
Jarvia is not happy with your promises, old man. Now let's go inside and see what you've been holding back.
Oh, this seems like something we can get on and get in on. My goodness. I think English is the only language I
This is
know.
all I have right now. I could get more if I sell something.
Well, well. Looks like we have a visitor. Friend of yours?
Get out of here. This is private business.
What's going on here?
Please, don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like.
Then allow me to make some introductions. These are dangerous times in Orzammar, stranger. Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some fancy stuff there. Might make you a target. So if you want the Carter's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns. Or I can't say what might happen.
Why can't you say it? That sounded like a threat.
Are you going to make your donation to the Stranger Safety Fund? Or do I have to show you how dangerous Orzammar is?
Show me.
Whatever you say, dead man.
Now, taking you out, guys. You're nothing to me. Oh my. Aha! Victory! There's leather gloves, cool.
What have you done? Great ancestors, he's dead! In my store. I have to get out of here. I have to hide. Jarvia will hunt me down for this.
What do you know about this Jarvie?
I've never met her, of course. They say she never leaves Dusttown. That's the older area of the city where the casteless congregate. She's the one directing this depravity. Since good King Endrin died, they're getting bolder. I wouldn't be surprised if her men come after me in the Diamond Quarter itself.
What do you know about her cards?
A band of casteless thugs. They're to blame for all the crime in Orzammar these days. They're criminals, and the children of criminals. The ancestors themselves declared them irredeemable.
Children as well. You go that far.
Their births are abominations. They were born from no Kalna, with no acknowledgement by the Shapers. They are destined to be criminals. Actually, we shouldn't be talking here. I need to run.
Oh. That's unfortunate. I hope you would sell me something. But I guess I just have a free shop here I can look at that you don't. You don't actually have anything of interest here. That is disappointing.